Jackson Browne has tested positive for COVID-19. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Street Music. You know, there's that thing that's happening with a lot of us that if we start feeling like we are ill at all, if we're getting a pang inside of our body that we haven't felt before, for anyone who's afraid of getting COVID-19, you're watching all the signs. You're going, okay, do I have it? Do I have diarrhea? Which is the first symptom for some people. Upset stomach, pains in your gut. No, I'm not a doctor. But Jackson Browne said a few days ago he started feeling that something wasn't right. He said, as soon as I had a small cough and a temperature, I tested for COVID-19. According to Rolling Stone magazine, he's currently recuperating in his LA home. He continues, my symptoms are really pretty mild, so I don't require any kind of medication and certainly not hospitalization or anything like that. He's 71 years old and he was at the Love Rocks NYC benefit in New York, and he thinks maybe that could have been a place where he got it. As soon as this started breaking out, I had a cold. A fairly bad cold. And of course, what do you think? I thought maybe, oh no, I have this. We're all quarantined in the house right now. I woke up this morning, found out that Prince Charles, I'm not a big royalty guy, but Prince Charles has tested positive. But getting back to the NYC benefit that he went to, there were other celebrities, other people that were there. Cyndi Lauper, Dave Matthews, Susan Tedeschi, Derek Trucks. And being 71 years old, I'm 60 years old. You start thinking, if I got this, how would I get it? How bad would it be if I got it? Rolling Stone talking to Jackson Browne, they basically said, how you feeling? And he said the prognosis is very much like as if I didn't have it. Stay at home, stay safe, wash your hands an awful lot. I had to go out to get a prescription yesterday for my daughter. She's autistic and she needs meds or else she'll seize a lot. She has seizures about once every 2 weeks. I had to bring 5 pairs of gloves, a mask with me because I can't chance her getting this, especially with her blood count. My wife has an autoimmune disease. My son has asthma only when he has a cold. And again, I'm 60 years old. Are we living in fear? Not really. No, we're not. Every couple of days, my wife will hear that someone has died, someone she doesn't know, but she has a heart like that. She'll feel weepy. Her parents are elderly. My mother lives on the East Coast and she lives by herself. She doesn't want any guests right now. She's being very careful. How are you feeling about this? And please don't minimize this. Please. I don't want to hear someone say it's being blown out of proportion when people are dying all over the world. Listen to the science. Since when has that been a bad idea? Just listen to the science. Be careful. Why not just be careful? We're going to do a lot more updates now that we have a new mic. It's a mic that I've had for quite a few years. An Electro Voice mic. It's beautiful. $500 microphone. Because our last one conked out. Anyway, thank you so much for the folks who have sent us pictures of you wearing our t-shirts. And don't get me wrong, in this time of need where you have to watch your money, I understand. If you can't buy a t-shirt, we're all trying to get through this together. I'm rearranging my studio. That's why there's a mess behind me. But if you're in a position where you can pick up a t-shirt, it helps us pay our students. And man, they need the money right now too. We have 3 film students. We used to have a few more, but we have 3 that are editing our videos. And t-shirt sales is how we pay them. You might have noticed we're getting more videos out now because we have students clipping and editing our videos. There's links in the description of this video where you can pick it up. I just woke up. I'm feeling a little tired. And every time I pick up my tablet, there's news of someone else getting sick. So as the numbers rise, please stay safe. Just stay safe. We say this all the time, but we read all the comments every single day. We just do. So we'll be doing a lot more videos from the studio. Like I said, I haven't done some in a while in this studio right here, where I record my radio show on this computer here every single night. Been at that radio station 27 years now. I got my little plaque there for 25 years. Sometimes I'm rambling a little bit here, but sometimes people ask me, how do you get all these interviews? Well, it helps if you've been in radio. If you're on YouTube and you get a lot of hits, it will help you get interviews because they'll say at least someone's going to watch it. But there are some artists, especially the older ones, who will say, okay, who are you again? Are you going to ask me, oh, Dancing Queen, tell me about that song. You gotta know your stuff. And there's one artist, by the way, that has contacted me, has a new album, and he's a shut-in right now too, like a lot of us. And he says, well, why don't we just do an interview? And I'm working on getting that done. I don't want to say who it is right now. So, that is a point, right? I mean, we're all sitting at home doing nothing right now. Anyway, I'm so babbling. I just woke up and had a coffee and trying to get back onto the game. Make sure you comment on our videos. Like I said, we read all the comments. Share our videos on social media, on Twitter and on Facebook. Anywhere. If you can share them, I'd appreciate that. We continually do interviews with artists, and they never get as much hits as, like, let's just say the 25 worst albums of all time. I don't really do that kind of thing, but I have so many interviews with people right now that I have to put them up, and it's part of history, and we're losing a lot of these people. No, that's not why I do the interviews, but really, there are stories there to be told. And subscribe, click on the bell notification so you don't miss anything. We got a lot of great interview. Henry Diltz coming up in 2 days, the photographer for so many album covers. The Eagles' first album, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. He's got stories from all of them. He's coming up, and he came on camera with us, and he's selling prints too. Anyway, I'm babbling like crazy. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.